Hello, quick video coming to you. This time I am going to be talking about my Isometrus maculatus, which is the lesser brown scorpion, I believe is the common name. So I have them currently set up in one of these Thrive enclosures. This is the desert one, which is the terrestrial cage. And so I have these adults, there's a pair of them, and it is a little big for them. And so I had this idea. I saw this model car case at Hobby Lobby. They come in a couple different sizes. And so I'm going to move them into this. I think it's a little more size appropriate. And we're going to give that a shot. So we're going to put some holes in this, and then we'll come back and get everything set up. So stay tuned. Okay, so pro tip, I'm back. When you put holes in these, the lid, which should technically, for what it's used for models, should be on the bottom, but we're flipping it upside down, and this is now the top. But you can see here, it sits inside, so this covers up some of the holes that I put in here. Fortunately, I can't do those in a straight line, even if I wanted to. This is what we have. I did it without the lid on, just so the fumes and stuff wouldn't get stuck in there. So note, when you go to drill holes in these, do them. This Thrive enclosure is nice. It's a little big for a pair of these. I think they could do better and be housed comfortably in this together. So that is what we are going to roll with. But now I need to find them, and their camouflage is actually ridiculously good on this cork bark. There is not one on here, so they are both on the other piece. It is so good that there have been multiple times where I've come in here to pick the bark up. Yeah, here they are. There's the male and the female. The male is the one sort of on the top, and the female is the one on the bottom. They are active. When you pick up this bark and stuff, they start moving around. They're responsive to, you breathing on them and things like that. But they are gorgeous scorpions. These are, like I said, adults. The female is hopefully gravid. We'll see. Not considered medically significant, which is nice. And obviously you don't want to get stung by these, so avoid it if you can. They're pretty quick moving as well, I will say. Obviously they don't like the light. They're not enjoying it. The males are very long and lanky. The females are a little thicker and more stocky. So we'll set her right there. So I do have a plant growing in here. I don't know if I want to keep that in this setup or not. Probably should. The roots on this thing are ridiculous. They just keep going and going and going and going. We'll keep it, and we're just gonna bury the roots. Because we don't have a ton of space, we don't want to make this substrate layer super thick. These guys are not burrowers. The female moved. Did she go? Ruh-roh, Raggy. Oh, okay, she's right here. All good. Again, their camouflage is insane. Like, if I pick this up, it takes you a minute to figure out where she is. She's right there. As I was saying, I don't want to fill this up too much with dirt. Don't need a ton of it. Just enough to hold some moisture and for that plant to be happy. This piece of cork is a bit long, but I need a brush so I can boot, scoot, and boogie them off. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to split it. That way there's two pieces of cork. And if they want to get away from each other, they can. They're not dedicated to just one. So I'm going to get the brush real quick. Okay, female is in. Now we got to get the boy. He is still in the dirt. It kind of works out because the Classy is going to be needing an upgrade here soon, so it'll likely go into this within the next molt. So now I'll show you these guys with the light and stuff, so you can get a better view of what we're working with. They're freaking out a little bit. They really are pretty scorpion. This is a species that I've wanted for a very, very long time. Finally managed to get my hands on some. They're not too commonly kept in the hobby for some reason. Oddly enough, they are invasive to Hawaii and a lot of other places and countries where they've just managed to hitch a ride. They originate from Southeast Asia, but they can be found in a lot of places. I kind of equate them to being like the Turkicus gecko, the Mediterranean house geckos of the scorpion world, where you don't have to look very far to find one, but they are really pretty. They are a little high-strung, very fast, but I really dig this setup. I'm going to adjust that cork, but yeah, not a big species. Like I said, I think the female's gravid, so maybe being in this smaller setup might make things a little easier for her to get comfortable. Yeah, we'll see how they do, see how it goes. Again, these Hobby Lobby containers, you get them in the model car section. I don't know the exact dimensions. I should have taken a picture of it when I was doing all that. But really nice acrylic. The lid snaps in. May not be something I would use with more toxic species or stuff that's more medically significant, just because, you know, it is fairly brittle. I feel like it would crack fairly easily, and I definitely wouldn't pick it up by the lid. Things to keep in mind. We'll give this a shot and see how it does. But for $6.99, I think it looks pretty cool, even if you can't do holes in a straight line like me. So anyways, thank you. See everybody later.